Great college baseball game. Two best teams in the country. A ton of execution by both teams from the mound. Great defensive plays. Really good quality at bats. Ty was outstanding tonight. Really hard to put into words what that performance meant, for the outcome of the game and for our team. I think the eighth inning was the turning point, getting through the eighth, sending him back out there against their best hitters and striking out the side was amazing. Riley obviously did what Riley's done here and executed at a high level. Really proud of him for getting through that first and second one out. I believe it was in the 10th with Langford and Caglione. And then offensively, I think we did a lot of things right. I mean, getting Sproat out before the fifth inning was a good job by our team. He's going to be a high draft pick, and we executed really well there. Hit into tough luck with the bases loaded there with Tommy lining to third base. I thought that was a good at bat. Sproat did a nice job wiggling out of it where we might have been able to add some on early. But we just stayed with it, and Tommy and Cade getting those swings were outstanding. So on to tomorrow.
Okay, let's open it up for questions for the student athletes. And I saw Koki first.
Cade, I was talking to Trey after the game, and he said the first time I met you was after a high school football game. Do you remember that interaction at all, and what's your relationship sort of like with Trey?
Yeah, first and foremost, he's one of my best friends, and, someone, even though he's younger than me, I admire him. I kind of look up to him, just, the way he goes about his business. He's so strong mentally. He's going to play professional baseball for so long, and he's one of the best first basemen I've ever seen, and maybe college baseball I've ever seen. But I do remember that about football. We mess with him all the time that we used to pick on 1-9. By high school, didn't throw the ball often, but Trey was a cornerback, and we would go after him every time.
That's nice. Leah?
Leah Van, Baton Rouge Advocate. Cade, can you just take us through that last at-bat and what you were seeing at the plate?
Yeah, you got to give credit to Brandon Neely first. He's unbelievable, and he's one of the best pitchers in the country, and he has a great fastball. My prior at bat, he struck me out on 3 straight heaters, so I figured he was going to go back to that. It was not pretty, and then the first pitch blew by me again, so I knew he was coming back with it. They weren't going to switch anything up, and finally got one that I was supposed to swing at and put a good swing on it.
Okay, right over here.
Matt Talverney from World Baseball Network. Tying the NCAA College World Series strikeout record with 17 strikeouts tonight. What's it like to just have a guy like Alex Milazzo be such a good catcher behind the dish for the course of the season?
Yeah, Alex has been great for us all year. I know this is actually the first time Alex caught me in a couple weeks and stuff, but he came up and like he's caught me all year and stuff. He was able to steal me some pitches tonight, able to block some balls out when I needed it and stuff. But also I know that other teams are threatened by his arm, so I know that runners don't run as much on him.
Okay, Michael first.
Michael Cobble, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge, staying with Ty. Just what was working tonight? Looked like the fastball had a lot of rise on it. You kept going to it. What did you feel out there? Kind of short rest for you, but obviously your best performance.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt with as many people as were here tonight, the adrenaline felt good and stuff. But I just knew that throwing my fastball at the top of the zone and being able to mix in off-speed pitches enough to be able to get them off was the biggest key for the night.
Wilson?
Ty, kind of sticking with that theme, in your last start you were rolling up until the 6th inning. Was there anything that you changed between starts in order to then be able to do what you did, kind of keep it going deeper into a game?
I don't think so. I think it was just staying mentally strong about it, just knowing that my stuff's going to play, and just having confidence in myself and knowing what I do well.
Okay, Matt.
Matty Marinas, Floyd and Riley Review. Ty, how did you shake off the go-ahead home run by BT and just get right back to mowing them down?
I just know that my stuff was going to play. I know that he put a really good swing on a good fastball and stuff, so you got to tip your cap. But I knew that I got a great offense behind me that's going to back me up and get the game back on the game.
I'm going to go with Glenn right here and then Michael.
Yeah, Glenn Westco, 247. Cade, you guys offensively were getting on base and having a lot of opportunities. It just didn't kind of capitalize there in the first part of the game. Just how do you guys stay, mentally in there when you know that you're having success but just not seeing it in terms of the run scored and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, baseball's a tough game, and when runners get on, that's when pitchers tend to make their best pitches, and that's when they rise to the occasion, and make good pitches and stuff like that. But I mean, in terms of not getting the job done, no one's freaking out about it, and we just got to keep playing the game and keep putting ourselves in those opportunities, and you just know eventually we're going to come through and provide our pitchers with run support. But yeah, like I said, baseball's hard, and with bases loaded earlier in the game, Tommy hit one like 110 right at the guy. That's 2 runs right there. So I mean, it could go either way.
Michael Farrar with Berg Sports Network. Question for Riley and Ty. It just seems like you guys have so much fun. The team chemistry is, up the roof. Can you just kind of talk about the momentum you guys are having and how much fun you guys are having playing together?
Riley?
The chemistry's crazy. Just so fun to be around the guys, and what better place to be. And so we're just having a blast doing it.
Yeah, I mean, our team chemistry has been amazing all year and stuff. Us pitchers are all really, really close and stuff, and we support each other so much to each other, and we have so much success. We're very happy for them when they have a lot of success.
Matt
Towery, World Baseball Network. Riley, what's it like to have a guy like Josh Pearson step up in a big moment with that catch in the 10th inning?
I mean, that's sweet. That's what I'm talking about with just filling up the strike zone and trusting my defense, and I completely trust him, and he saved me out there. And, I was just continuing to fill up the strike zone.
Leah?
This question's for Riley, and then I have another one for Ty. Riley, I just wanted to know, what was like your reaction to watching Ty strike out guy after guy, inning after inning? And Ty, you haven't been a guy who shows a lot of emotion on the mound, and I felt like that last strikeout you showed some. So what was going through your mind in that moment?
It was it's awesome to see. I love Ty, and he works really hard. And just to see him do that was amazing, especially here in that game. And especially the emotion fired me up, too.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been known for my emotions and stuff, but I feel like when I show my most emotion is when I'm done, when I know I'm done. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I was able to get a little fired up. And plus, I knew the game was tight. I knew that we had to still win the game.
Okay, right here, Wilson first.
Cade, if I understand correctly, you did not watch the last out. You were back in the batting cage. Why could you not? Why were you back there, I guess?
I was just, one, I had to use the restroom. And then, we got out, and I was just like, I'm going to stay back here, and was just like, when you have no control over something, you want something to happen so bad, so you tend to get a little nervous. Not to say I don't trust Riley because he's the man and he does his deal, but I was a little nervous just because, anything can happen in baseball, and I had to pee.
Thanks for asking. Michael, right here, and then we'll go to Jack.
I know the answer to this, but could I get all 3 players to just talk about playing for a national title tomorrow? Obviously, I know you're going to talk about the approach and staying within it, but how do you do that given what's on the line?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make it anything bigger than it is. It's another baseball game, and we always take the one game at a time, one pitch at a time approach, and that works best for us. So we're going to take the same exact approach, and we know what's at line or what's on the line. You don't need to say it, or it doesn't need to be broadcasted. And the same thing when we were fighting for our season. No one you didn't hear this guy come in and be like, all right, we got to win or we're going home. Like, that's not the case. We just want to play baseball. We got to play a good game tomorrow. So that's all we're focused on.
Yeah, it's hard. It's cool to think about and stuff, but when it comes down to it, it's still just baseball, and still going to do the same thing we were doing the whole year because it's been working for us, and stick to the approach. But yeah, it's fun to think about. I'm just chilling in my room.
Ty?
I mean, it's something we talked about since the fall. I mean, it's what we wanted to accomplish as a team and stuff, but we know that we still have to take every game at a time. And it was as great as tonight felt and stuff, but we still know we need to get one more done.
Okay, this will be our last question for the players.
Cade, Jack DeLongchamp with Foul Pole. Kid, I got to ask you, man, you battled back from injury. Obviously, you're the heartbeat of this team, a fifth-year guy that's been in Baton Rouge for half a decade now. To kind of be able to ingrain your guys, right? The culture of what it means to be an LSU Tiger, friends and family, obviously, here tonight. You got to walk me through what it means to have that moment with your family tonight.
Gosh, man, I've been here for 5 years. No, I mean, I just love this university so much, and love especially this team, there's so many good guys and good people on this team, and some of my best friends, I'm going to talk to them for the rest of my life, and I just love playing baseball with them. I think it's as simple as that, and you ask every guy on the team, and they'll give you the same answer. It's nothing more than that. But yeah, this university is special. I grew up in New Orleans, wanting to be Mikey Matuk, Ryan Schaff, Jared Mitchell, watching highlights of the 2009 national championship on repeat on YouTube when I was a kid, and this means the world. One, just being in Omaha, and two, playing for a national championship.